Hello, hi, this is Felix More Power Law, and I'm here to introduce you guys the brand new Arrowmax Medius Mid-Motor Conversion Kit. Okay, so today we're here to talk about this Yokomo version of the Medius Conversion Kit. And this Medius Conversion Kit is actually have shared ports between the Yokomo car, the 4X, the Serpent 4X, and the X-Ray T4. Now, the center part of the Medius Conversion Kit is all the same. Now, of course, the upper deck will be different, depend on the kit for the particular car. But for example, the pulley system, the motor mount, and the stiffener, the rear brace stiffener, this is all shared in all three of the kits. The reason why we call this the Medius is because we trying to get the name for it being centralized. So if you look at this BD9, the BD9 and the X-Ray T4, you can see that all the screws is down in the center. Now, for other brand of conversion kit, maybe they will go for a different type of system where all the stiffening screws are not all lined to center. So in the Arrowmax style of the Medius mid-motor conversion kit, we keep all the stiffening point in down the center. Now we're going to talk about the specialty of this motor mount. Now, this motor mount, if you see, is a hard coated. We did this hard coating on purpose because also for this motor mount, the special is how the lace shaft is all one piece into the motor mount. This is something that we did really special to ensure that the spur gear won't be shaking and misplaced and stripped, and and the belt tension keep consistently well. And yeah, this is something that is really special about the Medius motor mount. And with the spur gear, now the spur gear hub adapter is quite simple. Now, this is the hub. You just press it on like this. Now, this spur gear from Arrowmax is designed for this. So, without any shimming or anything, it should fit perfectly aligned. Now, if you are running a Yokomo car, you use Exxon spur gear. And with the Exxon spur gear, because of the thickness of the spur gear, you might need to add a shim on each of this peg so that it will have less of a play. Now, with this system, very simply, it's like a sandwich system. So you just do this, you just press it in like that, and then after you press it in like this, it's only a shim, a bearing, and then go in here, and then put the bearing here, and then one screw, and that's basically done. Now, of course, because of the time, I didn't press the E-clip on here, but the E-clip will go at the end of this pulley, and then the pulley and the spur gear will be intact. Now, the pulley, after you do that, you just hold it by one screw, and basically this is done. Oh, I tried to hold it up, but yes. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the flex. The chassis flex of this Medius kit, we have a very fine adjustment for the back brace attached to the motor mount. Now, the back brace, as you see, consists of the carbon and the aluminum. Now, this brace have two purposes besides the flex of the chassis, the handling issue. Also, it's actually a chassis stiffener so that it can prevent the rear belt from skipping. Now, depending on the screws, the amount of screws you put, you can adjust the flex, and it really changes the characteristic of the chassis handling. Now, you can choose to use only the aluminum. You can choose to use it with the aluminum and carbon. You can actually choose to use without the aluminum but only the carbon, and depend on how many screws and which position of the hole you use, it changes the flex. So this during the races up, like for example this past weekend in AOC, and also some testing during the development, it really showed that this stiffener really make a big difference in like different traction and different condition of the track, and it really is a tuning option for most customer. And besides actually the stiffener, the motor mount itself also have 4 screws on the bottom position. The 4 position, you can put all 4 screws in, and for the stiffest setting, and that will be most stable. Or if you want more steering, you can take off the 2 screws in the back. And this is actually the preferred setup for some of the test run and test driver that we have running the car. Very, very good result. So the flex of this Medius kit, besides having down the center, we can also have multiple holes to adjust flex. Besides using the rear stiffener, our Arrowmax driver were able to find another flex option for the Medius Conversion kit. Using a center post connecting the motor mount to the upper deck, this greatly reduced the rear belt skipping and give it a much better forward bite. Be sure to try it next time when you set up this Medius kit. Another update for the Medius kit will be the ball bearing belt tension screw. Now this screw is a lot flatter, so it will clear the stiffener much better. If you still have this problem for your Medius kit, please contact your distributor or your local dealer ASAP. Okay, and of course there's aluminum chassis. This is huge important because I know that a lot of the mid conversion right now at this moment still have no aluminum chassis, but for our conversion kit, for the T4 and the Yokomo kit, we have the aluminum chassis option. Now you can buy this as an option part, or you can buy the kit with carbon or with aluminum chassis. There is a different part number, so be sure you order the right one for your condition of racing. Okay, so that's it with the, I guess, open box video of the Medius kit, the introduction to you guys, our first ever mid-motor conversion kit by Arrowmax. And hopefully this kit will get you more better lap time and result. And for sure the mid-motor is an upcoming trend. It really does drive different, and it really show a very good performance with all the testing done with both the T4 and the Yokomo. So hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully we'll have more new product coming out from Arrowmax.